What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And you guys are ready to get off some plays. I do have a play lined up, ready to go. First play of the day. I'm going to be taking advantage of the CD Lamb better promo here. Jaden McDaniels over 4.5 rebounds. Ron Holland over 3.5 rebounds. Boom, just like that. We got off our very first slip. Going ahead and get this in the chat for you guys right now. Bear with me half a second as we do that. Hey, Envy, appreciate the follow there on Twitch. Thank you very much. So we didn't have all that many slips heading into the weekend, but we did end up cashing out yesterday for a few slips and on Saturday as well between Better and Dabble. And then the absolute worst hook of the weekend. I mean, not that one. What is that? What is that? Cam Ward under 193.5 pass yards. He has 194. Could have been another 6x banger, but absolutely stuck it to us there. So pretty tough as far as that goes. But overall, all right. We definitely hit a few slips, and overall profitable for Sunday for sure. Hopefully we find some plays today. I mean, there's quite a few NBA games. We got obviously Monday Night Football, Cowboys, Raiders. We got 8 NBA games here. NHL, we got another 6 games. College basketball, a few games there. But nonetheless, we will find the value that we can. We will get it off, and we will come out on top. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. Yeah, but a couple of blowout potentials for the NBA. Yeah, it's always going to happen, right? You're always going to have some of those. What are we doing here? How is there zero value on Dabble right now, bro? I had a super busy weekend. I didn't really get to place anything more than what we had on from Friday's live stream. Has Dabble been, as a Gamecocks fan, I still hate my life. Yeah, that was freaking brutal. That was brutal. We were at the wedding, and we were just trying to. The ending of the game ended up happening like during the ceremony of like the wedding. So we didn't get to watch it, but yeah, we started to see the comeback a little bit. We were getting ready. The groomsmen were getting ready, and it was 20-3, I think it was. And one of my buddies was like, "All right, we got to hear a text saying a money line," and everybody's laughing. And he's like, end of the game, we get out of the wedding, we checked the score, they came back and won. We're like, bro, we should have listened. Obviously not a plus EV bet. Didn't play it anyways. But yeah, it was just funny that he had said that, of course. Darrell took it. Man, that is a brutal loss for sure. Everything changed with that one. No more shields, changed everything. But even then, like, they still had regular value. But lately it hasn't been. I don't know about this weekend. That's what I was trying to ask you guys. If there was value over the weekend on Dabble, or if it was dry as could be. Really curious. Appreciate everybody in here watching. Like I said, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. If you guys haven't yet already, hit the follow button. If you're watching over there on Twitch, Sports by Dustin is the Twitch channel. Make sure you guys hit the follow button. If you're over there on YouTube, the Daily Grind Fantasy YouTube channel, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button over there. Thank you very much. Now let's go ahead and find out where else we're gonna go. Sure, we can go back to Better probably, but I mean, there seems to be some value here on Underdog. I say that without really looking into it just yet. Let's find what we can get off here. So let's go to UD. It's not treated us well. They absolutely hate me. Zubac under 31.5. The data points here are not my favorite, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that it is off here. Asar Thompson under 3.5 assists. Yakapurtle. Market's a little all over the place. Under seems to be right. Under 24.5. We'll ride with it. It's not 100% certain, but I mean, Underdog's already bumped it down to 24. Multiple books at 23. DraftKings, that's the only thing I don't like. It's minus 122 at 24.5 on DraftKings, but hold on, we're getting some type of payout shift. They're in the same game. Zubac, Paul George. We can't play Paul George. Chet under 29. Once again, the market's kind of all over. Oops. Chet under 29.5. McDaniels, we already played. Giddy, we haven't played. It is so crazy. Giddy's at 37.5. Oh my gosh. And then Barnes. Over 2.5 blocks plus steals. That's the same game. Yakapurtle. Sheed. Jaime under 30. That bumped. Herb Jones under 17.5. Whatever, I'm gonna run this. Yeah, I'm sharing this link in the chat. All the values at 3 a.m. these days. That was good for you yesterday. Let's go. Love to see it. Love to see it. Anybody just subscribe to Daily Grind Fantasy? Like, not subscribe with the channel, but like get a Daily Grind Fantasy subscription, whether it's the Optimizer or the Fantasy Bundle over the weekend. Or the Fantasy Bundle or the, whatchamacallit? AI Sub Generator over the weekend. First time subscribers, anybody? Ooh, okay, all right, hang on, wait a second. Let's see what we got. 4 and 3. A lot stacked in this game. A lot stacked, but LaMelo quickly. I mean, that would have been nice to get that correlation. We weren't just a hair too late. We can get a little 10x slip off though with this still. All right, that's linked in the chat. We got another one. Here. Let's see. Cole, Jaime over rebounds. All right, hang on. We might have another one here. All right, yes we do. Why, yes we do. Another slip here. This is a 25x slip. For those of you that have not signed up for Daily Grind Fantasy, or don't really know what it's about, simply what it is doing, it is comparing sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks and these other different DFS apps to find the best possible value, right? It is finding where PrizePicks or where Underdog is off comparing to the sportsbook market. For instance, the Sar Thompson here, a really easy one to explain. This is off as far as the odds that you are getting. On a 6-pick flex on Underdog, you are getting average odds for each individual leg. You're getting odds for each individual leg at minus 116. So you are getting a Sar Thompson at minus 116 in a 6-leg flex play, when he is really minus 152 average odds across these major sports books to go under 3.5 assists. Meaning, based off those odds, you know how odds work, the higher the minus number, the more likely that outcome is to happen. These major sports books that all are setting this projection, these odds, are saying it has a much better chance to go under at minus 152 odds than what you are getting it at minus 116. So then what Underdog's implying it has is an off based off the odds. That's what you're looking for. Or play like this, where it's 31.5 at minus 116. It's bumped down to 29.5, bumped down to 30.5. The two books that have it at 31.5 are favoring the under. all signs are pointing that that is a good play at -116, under 31.5. That's what this does. This, over the long term, if you are getting in value just like this, you are going to be profitable over the long term. There's going to be variance involved, of course, right? You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but over the long term, as long as you are getting closing line value, you are consistently getting an edge with every slip, every bet you place against PrizePicks, against Underdog, then you are going to be profitable. And then, of course, the AI slip generator here, this uses line comparing technology, right, based off of the optimizers and what the sportsbooks have, and then tries to find correlation that can throw into your slips as well to give you that extra boost, since these set payout platforms do let you find some type of correlation sometimes without a payout shift. That's what you're looking for. Colorado versus Alabama State. Seems to be off on Fliff. Maybe we got a nice little play here on Fliff. Let's find Colorado. Whoa. I can't. Wait, Colorado State? Colorado alternate point spread -19.5. So it's -110 at -19.5, which is exactly what it is for -20.5. So clearly, we are getting the same odds in 1 point off at 20.5 there. You can see that this should be a -135-ish, right? Let's say. But instead, Fliff is jacking this price up, and they're offering the same odds at -119. Or sorry, at -19.5, they are offering the same odds they are as -20.5. Clearly off, right? That's what the optimizer does. That's what it helps you find. Plays just like that. Let's go. And their 17.5 line is off too. Still active, still good. Can you please send the second PrizePicks link? They're both in the chat. You should be able to get it. I guess I can maybe resend it, but it's definitely in the chat. Which one was the second one? I believe this was. I'll put it in there again. Do not play this if you've already played it. I'm just resending it for Jay said. All right. How do you feel about the pick that has all under? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Yeah, you can follow me, Sports by Dustin, on the app as well. Sports by Dustin everywhere, Mr. Worldwide. Ooh, Benedict Mather and Cade Cunningham. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. I never even ended up pulling up all the apps, I guess. All right. Matherin 16. Over 16. Cade under 10. SGA over 4. There is some push potential there. We can go Maxi over 3.5. Dodge a little bit of that push potential. I'm going to go with Maxi. There's a slip. I remember, I don't know if, oh, whoops, my thing wasn't on. I just put a slip in Dabble, guys. I just put a little note on it as well. I don't know how many OGs we got in here right now, but back in the day, I remember I was on the craziest run. Like, every time, the very first dabble slip I entered, like, of the day, I would put first dabble slip of the day, and like it was hitting at an insane rate, like insane. So maybe this is the start. Maybe I gotta start putting that again. I didn't put quite that this time. Put first NBA slip of the day, but nonetheless, same thing, same concept. That thing's banging. That thing's smacking. Ooh, hold on. Back to UD. Matherin. I guess we're riding Matherin train today. If this is here, 20.5. Nope, that got bumped. I'm assuming all of these probably got bumped. These are too good a value. Whoops. How many Hawkeyes? Let's see if this is bumped. Points at assist. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They just like randomly messed up all of these lines at the same exact time. And then moved them. Got limited at a dabble. Now 9.45 a slip for 3 picks. Damn. It's brutal. I'm still chugging along at the moment, I guess. Carl-Anthony Towns under 42.5 points in rebound. All right, we got to move quick on this. Zubac we've already played. Edwards over 31 points and assists. Barnes over 25.5 points, rebounds. We gotta move. Jakob, same team. John Collins, 20.5 points and rebounds. We gotta go quickly. Same teams before. Randall, Kitty, we've already played. Paul George, we haven't played because we couldn't last time. We need one more. Trying to Maxi. We already played 76ers. Hartenstein over 21. That's bumped. Gordon, points and rebound. All right, that was some really good value there we got, especially on these top plays. I'm sharing the link in the chat right now. Going as fast as I can. I know UD guys can move pretty quick. So you guys already know I tried to be fast for you guys every time with the links. Bang. All right. That's in there. Bang, let's go. All right. That slips in the chat. I mean, honestly, not too bad of a start to the morning with value. To be honest with you. Ooh. This is new here. New value on here. Let's try and use maybe. Oh wait. Did they remove did Dabble wait. Did they remove the promo? Did they remove the Ant promo? Anthony Edwards promo? I think they did. Weird. Hart, not the craziest of data points, but definitely off. Let's snag it if we can. Watford. Over 14.5 or 11.5 points, rebounds. Maxi, we've already played. Siakam. Under 34.5. All right, sharing that in the chat. Looks like better remove the promo. I don't know. Do I have the Genti discount on better? No. Let me close out my app maybe. Bring it back up. Maybe they replaced. Nah. All right, that's slips in the chat for those of you that want to tell. I haven't got that one yet. Is it a 0.5 germ? Let's check the sharp money tool. You know what? Let's do what we've been doing. Let's get rid of that. Let's go better. See if there's high liquidity. Okay. I like this. We can get basically an all. Alvarado over 2.5 assists. Ware over 12.5 points. And then Okoro over 6.5 points. All right. This is all sharp money slip. Top daily locks. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Once again, guys, make sure if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Would appreciate that. Same thing over here on Twitch. If you guys haven't yet hit the follow button, would appreciate that. Let's keep it going. It's Genty for over 30.5 rushing yards. No, I definitely don't have that. Wedding was good. Appreciate that. Thanks for asking. Not my wedding for those of you that are new. What about Brock Bowers under? That boy toxic as if. What app are you looking for? That was an all. I mean, this is all over $1,200 in liquidity. For this slip off the sharp money tool for better. I like it. I'm in. That's what I just sent in the chat. I mean, there's quite a bit of plays too, just in general. Check Dabble. Only got one on Dabble. Not a lot of liquidity. Hard Rock, DraftKings, FanDuel. I mean, Thunder minus 17.5 versus Pels. Not a ton of liquidity in comparison to like just normal main lines. Jakob Bertel over 11.5 points on Hard Rock. Marchand under 2.5 shots on goal. Loving the NHL props. Nurse over 1.5 shots on goal. 1,100 in liquidity there. Under player points in the NHL. Protoss for DraftKings minus 140. Same thing for Hard Rock here. Minus 150 basically. Same thing. Anybody that hasn't got access to either, DGF, I've given you guys those codes a bunch, but code DUSTIN35 if you guys want to check out the sharp money tool or any of the tools at OddsJam. That 35 DUSTIN35 will get you guys 35% off your first month, and I think a free week trial as well. I believe that is able to still be used on the sharp money tool for those of you that want to check it out. Do I use Pick 6? No, unfortunately, I don't have access to it, but I do pull up the Pick 6 board. So if you would like to see the value, the best value at the moment on the board, not a ton of value available right now, but this is currently what's up on the board and the best compared to the market right now. As you can see, James Harden at the top there, 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. You want to take the over on Pick 6? The market really has this at about 42.5 is his even line. Even some books favoring him over. Some books favor him heavily over 41.5. Clearly, this should be listed at least 42.5. Evan Mobley, 27.5 points and rebounds, bumped up to 28.5. Multiple places favored over 27.5. Multiple places. Not the craziest of value for Pick 6. Typically, we see better. I always ask you guys to take a quick screenshot of the Pick 6 board so we can kind of move on from there. But yeah. That's where we're at now. Am I missing any promos currently? Do we have any apps with some promos? Don't believe we have any other promos at the moment. I mean, there's a 40% profit boost on UD that I somehow have. Wild. You know what? Let's check out something real quick. Nah. We'll wait for something better. This afternoon, if we get some crazy value on UD, we should have did it earlier, honestly, when we got off that really good value slip. We'll do another UD streak. We'll start a UD streak. Yeah, toxic. I know you mean Brock Bowers under receiving yards, I guess, but what app are you looking? Like, are you trying to play it on? Like, that's something that I hope everybody in here realize. Ooh, hold up. Really, it's just Giannis. I mean, it's almost 58%, though. We could probably do something here on Dabble with this. PrizePicks. I'll check it out for you in a second. I'll check it out for you in just 1 second. Over 6.5 assists. SGA, we could go over 4 rebounds. Lonzo under 7.5 points. Screw it. It's good enough. Should still wait to about 55%, I believe. There you go. Brock Bowers better go over receiving yards. I need him so bad for my fantasy team this week. How much are you down? What's it look like, Yoshi? What are we rooting on? What are we rooting on? What are we rooting on? Let's see. Let's check out Brock Bowers. What's his line at? Bowers. Let's see. Ooh, over. Brock Bowers, CeeDee Lamb, over 160. Bowers, 77.5 receiving yards. I wouldn't play it on, or, I mean, if you are going to play it on PrizePicks, his under, it's not too shabby. I mean, it's not plus EV, and it's not insane value. But he's off from some of these major books by just a few yards. I mean, they have it as, like, his even line for the most part. But if you were going to take his under, PrizePicks isn't the worst place to take it since you are getting a few yards there. I'm down 10 points. The other guy has Jake Ferguson playing. You need a touchdown from Brock Bowers. And Jake Ferguson, he's been playing his tail off. Jonathan Taylor was on a bye this week, so I'm clawing my way in for a win. As long as he stays under 50, I'm good. Bro, that's crazy. Fantasy football is insane. You get multiple fantasy teams. You're rooting on Brock Bowers to go off in one. You're rooting on him to get injured in the other. I mean, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? The degenerate life we live. Okay, hold on. This is off on Fliff. Santa, baby. Alternate total under 143, under 145. No. Alright, so it must have moved. It did just move indeed. We missed it. I need a 3 tutty game from him like 2 weeks ago. Oh man. That would be nice. 3 tutty game from him though might go over 50. And our boy Brian would lose there. Look, we just need him to edge Jake Ferguson. We need to see Brock Bowers edge Jake Ferguson. Okay, hold up. They just dropped some value on pick 6, guys. For those of you that care or that have it. I know we all care and wish we had this app. That's not the case though, unfortunately. Not everybody has access to pick 6. Looking at that flex wide receiver on a Monday night, making up scenarios on how he's going to score 45. Yeah, you guys never seen 2 dudes edge each other? Brock Bowers and Jake Ferguson? Get ready for one hell of a Monday night football game. Yeah, they don't limit because it is peer-to-peer. Correct. That's the same thing with like Novig, ProfitX, Epic, all peer-to-peer. That's why like Novig and ProfitX are the books that you are tracking here when it comes to this liquidity, because these exchange apps that basically are everywhere that you can get right? The sharp bettors that are, playing these NHL markets I'm talking about, or any of these, bets in general on this tool are following sharp money where there's a ton of money being put down on those exchange apps because these sharp sports bettors are limited on, regular books, right? Where they can't get down a ton of money. So they come over here to these exchange apps where they are able to get down a lot of money and play them there. So that's why it's important to track it. I had the worst variance on pick 6. It was one of my best books, and now it's the only one I'm negative on. Oh my God, no way. Brian, you're the only person I know. Not that you want to hear this right now. You're the only person I know, I think, that is negative on pick 6. Saw a guy hit an 8-man on pick 6 last night, 1K into 80K. Did he get the purple? Probably. FanDuel picks? No, I don't have access to that either. Any of you guys have the PrizePicks Kalshi update? You guys have Kalshi integrated into PrizePicks now in some of your states? That's crazy. Yeah, you got that. Isn't that insane, bro? Isn't that insane? This world we live in. This world we live in, man. Colorado, Alabama State, the under. Slightly, or it's pretty far off here, especially to Pinnacle. Under 154. They cannot get this game right. I mean, we're all over this Colorado game. When does this tip off? 9 p.m. tonight? We're all over the Colorado game. We need Colorado minus 19.5. Oops, where is it at? Colorado minus 19.5 and the under 154.5. Defense. Colorado defense. Colorado defense. How about Florida State? Didn't really get to watch the game too much, but because I was at that wedding. But Florida State winning against Virginia Tech, kind of hurts us, right? We lose that game. Maybe we finally get rid of Mike. We're not getting rid of Mike. Let's be honest here, guys. Let's be honest here. He's here till next season, even until Sarah Blakely comes out of her Spanx money. We need her to come out of that Spanx money and spank us a little bit. Bobby Bowden Field at Spanx Stadium. I'm here for it. Let's do it. I'm in. I'm all in. All right. All in, baby. Let's see. Better picks. Trying to go to the hits here. Ooh, Mikal Bridges over 3s. Joe over points. Leo Carlson under assist. It's a borderline play here. If we had another promo, we could definitely get off a slip here. But they Oh, Edwards is back. Over 24.5 points. We can get off another slip. Mikal Bridges has been banging 3s like this. I'm gonna be honest. I have not been. What's going on here? I have not been too tapped into the NBA lately. See it, Joe over points. Tony Bradley under rebounds. Those data points. Wait a second. Kel Bridges just came down a tad. All right, the real question is, what's going on with this Anthony Edwards play? That's what we're riding. All right, so we got the promos taken care of. Afternoon stream is going to be filled with a bunch of better slips. I could feel it now. And we are going to soar, baby. We're going to soar on better. Better is going to... We're going to go off on better tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it. Which toolbar can I use for the DFS? Huh? tool. Which tool can you use? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who has that app. Don't know much about it, to be honest with you. I still cannot believe that, like, just looking at this Cam Ward slip where he I mean, there's not much worse. There's not much worse that can happen, or a much worse hook that can happen than in football by a yard, because that could be a spot by a referee that was just a little trash, right? Or, a little bit further than what actually happened. Like, there is so much that has to happen in order for you to get stiffed by a yard, by one passing yard, or one rushing yard, or one receiving yard. There is so much that has to happen. And I can't believe that we actually got screwed. Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts. We got screwed. Ooh, hang on. It's really just AJ Green. Okay, we don't have... It's pretty freaking heavily favored, though. I don't know. AJ Green under. We could kind of take these top ones, but this Batum... 10... Push potential. Under here. Now let's read under 7. Hold on. We might do that. We might jump in on this. Okay, Mikal Bridges actually just popped up, and so even better for us. So under 2.5 3-pointers made for AJ Green. Mikal Bridges, maybe. Over 3.5 rebounds. Go find some boards, pal. Go find some boards, all right? Then let's go Gobert. Actually, I don't know. Who are they playing? What's this matchup again? Dallas, Minnesota over 10.5. Bang. AJ Green under. Okay, boom. We got it. We got it. Gobert's actually okay. Nice. That's actually a great play. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Pick 6 screenshot one more time. I got you. I got you. Travis, I said, yeah, I don't know who has that app available on there on the tools, man. We definitely don't at the moment. Oh, whoa, Isaiah Joe over 11.5. Hold on real quick, guys. We have another better sub. See, they must have heard me. They must have heard me. They knew we were going to go off on them, so now they're like, ooh, let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance. And then, let's be honest, they're going to freaking kick us in the dick. Isaiah Joe over 11.5. He's up to 13.5. Oh my God, we gotta move. Jakob Bertel. I mean, have we played him? How much have we played him? I don't remember. Points and assists 13.5. Sure. Siakam under 6.5 rebounds. Sure. It's a great play. Sharing that link. Fliff value one more time. Yeah, I will. Hold on. We might even be able to get off another slip here on Better Guys. I'll run the one more better slip. We'll then go back to Fliff and I'll show the DraftKings pick 6 value again. But guys, if you haven't signed up, that slip for better is in the chat. If you haven't signed up for Daily Grind Fantasy, if you use code DUSTINSTREAM, that's going to get you guys 25% off your first month on any of the tools, or 25% off your first subscription. I think you can even do a yearly and get 25% off the yearly or something like that with DustinStream. Double check it if that's something you want or are interested in. Go ahead. And Dustin 99 AI will get you guys the AI sub generator at $99 a month, which is very, very cheap in comparison to it being typically $300 a month. And $3 a day is what that essentially comes out to for the code Dustin 99 AI. $3 a day AI sub generator. Definitely believe it's worth it. Josh Hart we've played. All right, so we're running this back. Maybe? No. Okay, no. Data points aren't there for another slip here. We'll go back to Fliff. Andre Drummond under 0.5 3-pointers made. That's just crazy. I mean, it is slightly plus EV, sure. Ohio State. Rutgers. plus 32.5. I mean, it's a little juicy for me. This, we'll wait and see where that ends up moving. DraftKings. Isaiah Joe got bumped. If Isaiah Joe got bumped, I mean, you could take something else. You could take Mitchell Robinson under 9 rebounds, or Josh Hart if he didn't play it earlier. You could kind of still do something. Still do something there. Man, I love the morning streams. Let's go, Germ. Fire me up. Fire me up. All right, DraftKings people. I'll show this board again. There it is. There it is. Actually, a lot more value starting to pop up on DraftKings Pick 6. If you don't have the tools, guys, if you get the tools, you'll be able to find all this value all the time, right? Whenever it pops up, you can turn on notifications, etc. For those of you that don't know, it is available on mobile. Like, it is available on mobile. It's very easy to use. It works just fine on mobile. You can find all the value. You can't really tell. Well, I could maybe show it to my camera, but if you turn it sideways, it shows up just like it is here on my PC. Like, it's very easy. Very easy. You can't see it on the screen, but that, and then also, like, if you hang on. No, I'm choking. Pressing the wrong stuff. AI slip generator, like, I mean, this works too. Click bet on PrizePicks. It's going to load it up in your app. Like, sometimes I forget that you guys might not even know that, like, it's available. Sure, it's on Safari. There's no technical app, but it works just like an app. And I even put it in my phone as like an app. You know, it works. So I just click that and it pops up in an instant. Like, I'm already signed in and everything. Yoshi. I mean, that's totally like normal, right? Scary to move up. I need help. So I have my units, but only have DFS in Texas Pick 6 better Fliff on a limited PrizePicks account. Got to get that email notification on how to take advantage of that weekend promo. Let's go, Steven. Yeah, Yoshi. I mean, it's up to you. Do whatever you're comfortable with. If you're trying to scale, like, totally agree. Like, if you're doing a full, like, bankroll over your overall bankroll, you know, or you do it per app, you know, there's no 100% set rule book. Just don't go crazy, right? You just don't. If you're not, as long as you're not going way over what you should be, that's really what matters, right? Be comfortable, be confident in what you're doing. You know, you are getting in value. You are, you know, doing something that mathematically is profitable over the long term. But it's still scary, 100%. Guys, I mean, I think that's probably it for the live stream. We've kind of taken advantage of everything. There is, as far as these DFS apps are concerned, for sure. We've sniped quite a bit of slips. Across these different apps. If you haven't signed, or not if you haven't signed up, well, for sure, if you haven't signed up for Daily Grand Fantasy, you know, go ahead, use those codes. But if you guys haven't yet followed me on Twitter, go follow me, Sports by Dustin on Twitter. You guys can turn on my notifications every time I tweet out a slip or go live, etc. You guys will get notified. That's the best place to have on my notifications. All right, afternoon stream or NHL Sharp Money Play. Yeah, we'll probably tweet something out on NHL Sharp Money Play for sure. Afternoon live stream, you know I'll be there. All right, guys.